Also turned on time for the last pre-final of the day. Supermax Heavies getting ready to come out in the Golden Nugget Roadhouse 2025 Queensland 4SS State Trophy. And waiting for them to get the go-ahead. Here we go then. Out they come. Three of them making their way out. Matty Peters leads the way. Dan the Man Owen follows him. And behind them, the big fella, Mr. Tony Cowan. Here we go then. They head around Coolham Carts, down into Trailblazer, around Promoplex, and into GG's, before they now start their formation lap. All right, here we go. Through GT's detailing. Peters, Irwin, Cowan, get ready to go. Green light racing. Away we go. Peters gets a whole shot. Irwin sweeps around the outside and holds P2. Cowan into 3. Dan Owen staying right on the back of Matty Peters. Through Coolham Carts. Down. Into Trailblazer. They go for the first flyer. Up round Promoplex and out of sight momentarily as they come down that hill, round the sweeper. A little right kink, then a left kink, and then just a dab of the brakes into the final turn. Can't go too hot through there as they go really wide if they do. Up the front straightaway, heading to Hangaro. Through Hangaro. Now back towards us. Peters, Irwin, Cowan. Cowan getting dropped, and right now Dan Irwin for the first couple has stayed right with Matty Peters, and he's giving him a bit of a touch-up too. I think he's enjoying this, Dan Irwin. As long as he can stay on the back of Peters, that will be very, very pleasing to him. Through the final turn, heading up the front straightaway again. Again, Peters looking over the shoulder. Is he getting nervy? I think Dan the Man has decided maybe, just maybe, he might make a fist of this. Dan Irwin to the lead. Dan Irwin, he's gone to the lead. Dan Irwin finally is leading Matty Peters. And Dan the Man has suddenly got the bit between his teeth. Matty Peters now having to play second fiddle and having to chase him down through GT's detailing. On they go up the front straightaway. Still then Irwin from Peters, from Cowan, who lost it a little bit. Now he continues, and still Irwin looking over the shoulder, seeing if Matty's coming, decides not to move over, stays where he is. Remember, they can't move over once. Irwin, Peters, 1 and 2, and Dan the Man hanging on in there. Whoa, he's gone wide. Wide, but he holds. He got away with it. Dan Irwin held, and somehow, having gone very wide in the complex, he managed to bring it back into line. And Matty Peters, I thought, may have shoved it up the inside down there at Trailblazer, but he decided better of it. I think he's biding his time, and I think he may well want to go through a little bit later in the pre-final. They have completed 4 laps. They're on to 5. Irwin from Peters from Cowan. And as Irwin's out front, Cowan is not getting dropped. Now that Matty Peters is not breaking away, it is Cowan closing them down. And the longer they go like this, the closer Cowan may get. 43-0 to Cowan, 43-2 to Peters, 43-1-9 to Dan Irwin. Tony Cowan is getting closer. As Irwin's out front, Cowan getting closer. In they go into the complex of Coolham Carts. Now they head wide and out of there. Down into Trailblazer. Cowan's getting closer still. As still Dan Irwin holds Matty Peters at bay, and Cowan's almost on them. It's almost a three-way. Round the sweeper they go. 4SS, Supermax Heavies. Irwin, Peters, Cowan. 0.984 of a second. Separated them on the last one. Peters! New lead! Matty Peters to the lead. Now he's trying to hold on. And 0.7 separates all three. Irwin goes back again. Dan Irwin goes back again. No, Cowan. Cowan's gone through the two. Matty Peters was allowed to go back through. Dan Irwin said sorry, and they both very appreciatively allowed Cowan to go straight into the middle. Down they go, down through GT's detailing. On they'll come to the last turn. Now it is Peters, Cowan. Oh, he went wide. Irwin got him. Irwin went through. Cowan back to three. Peters leads the way. Up through Hanger Row. Into Coolham Carts. Irwin's got to chase him. 0.08 was the lead. Now it is 0.516. And they're on to lap number 8. 4 to go after this one. Still Peters, Irwin and Cowan. And right now Dan Irwin once again is closing down Matty Peters. Matty Peters is not having this all his own way. Once again, Dan Irwin closes him down. And again, Peters cannot get away. James and Dan have decided today is their race day. And they want business. Irwin goes through yet again to the lead. Dan Irwin has just gone to the lead again. And the gas up pair of having a proper ding-dong, and that's allowing Cowan to join the big dance. Round they go, round the sweeter Promoplex. They appear once again, and down through GT's detailing, and up the hill they'll come again. Still Irwin, Peters, Cowan, 1, 2 and 3. Gas Up team has a knack of providing great racers, but now they've got a couple of newbies who have made their way to the front of the pack. Dan Irwin and James Irwin may well be coming of age in KA land this weekend. Cowan on the tail, Peters trying to chase him. Dan Irwin leads the way, and it's in the closing stages of the pre-final. If this was a final, we would be going mental. Back they come up the hill. They have now done, that will be 10 laps completed, 2 to go. Peters has to try to manufacture something. Dan Irwin has got to shut the door everywhere. Cowan is on their tail. Through Coolham Carts they go, heading right back towards me. Now Irwin from Peters from Cowan. Down they head into Trailblazer. Peters went wide, used all the curb, brought it back and tightened it up. Now they go over Promoplex. Now they're going to see one flag to go, and it will be the last lap. And Dan Irwin will not surrender. Dan the man, will he get a victory in the pre-final? He's got to hold on. He's got to shut the door. He's got to move over to the right. Move over, Dan. Move over! Dan! Move over, you bugger! Oh, Jesus! Why do I have to tell him? Oh, Jesus! Oh, he's held on! How did he get that back? Dan Irwin! He held on! Come on, Dan! Oh, he's holding! Holding! Dan Irwin, surely from here! 2 corners to go! Irwin from Peters, from Cowan! Supermax Heavies, the pre-final. Ladies and gentlemen, your pre-final winner. Put your hands together for the number 21, Dan the Man Irwin. Second, Matty Peters. Third was Tony Cowan. What a cracker. Oh dear, 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 that was a belter. Somebody get him a bag of ice and a beer, because, oh, cracker, cracker. Back with the first of the finals after our lunch break.